Give yourself up!
But I didn't do anything!
Warning you, boy, don't make a move, I'll blow your head off!
I didn't do anything!
We're here today because the experts have advised, and we agree, that more precautionary steps are required. We have to stay in front of this. We can take steps while we are in the middle of trying to fight fires, or we can be proactive and try to prevent them. And we have chosen to be proactive and try to prevent fires. So based on the recommendations of Scott Tingley and his team, they recommended, and we agree with the following. Effective 4 p.m. today, we're telling Nova Scotians, stay out of the woods. We are restricting travel and activities that really aren't necessary for most of us. Hiking, camping, fishing, and the use of vehicles in the woods are not permitted. Trail systems through woods are off limits. Camping is allowed, but only in official campgrounds. The fine for violating any of these bans is the same as the fine for the ban on burning, $25,000.
Experts say this is the most dramatic and traumatic break of the feeder main they have ever seen. From all accounts, this should not have happened, but it did. We are still working to understand the why. We do not want to be back in the same situation where we are today. Our only choice is to stay the course with our current water restrictions for 3 to 5 weeks longer and do these critical repairs. We will be talking to some categories of business to address their water use. We cannot expect residents alone to be in this situation, and our outreach teams have been in touch with more than 7,000 customers to reduce their water use. Many have and continue to step up in their operations, but if education doesn't work, we will be more directly addressing this in the days to come.
It requires millions of people making sacrifices every day.
Don't need to flush the toilet every time you use it. Don't wash dishes until the dishwasher is absolutely crammed full. And don't think that hand washing is going to conserve any water. It's actually more water efficient to use your dishwasher if you have one. Be selective in the clothing that you need to wash. Wash your essentials only. And if you need to change your bedding, use the spare sheets, use the guest sheets. Don't do that load if you don't need to. And if you're not loving the dwindling look of your hair, grab some dry shampoo at the drugstore, throw it up in a ponytail, and you can skip a shave and rock a beard. We're in water conservation mode, everyone. No one is judging how you look, no one is judging how clean your floors are, and no one is judging how shiny your car or your truck look right now.
As I've said before, there is no one perfect approach to COVID-19, but there are many ways to step up to the challenge and protect our communities. I know this next while will be challenging, but as we have seen with recent numbers, and we'll see with today's, it is critical that we all continue to do our part and look at changes that we can make to our daily lives to reduce
Our water use.
One way we can do this, as I have stressed many times, is to stay home when sick.
When we ask you to conserve water during this crisis by reducing your consumption by a quarter, we're asking you to step up your water stewardship, and we're asking you to be a good Canadian.
That's also, of course, true with COVID, right? We are all only as healthy as our neighbor is on our street, in our city, in our region, in our nation, and globally. And did we solve that? Like, did we actually manage to vaccinate everyone in the world? No. So highlighting water as a global commons and what it means to work together and see it both out of that kind of global commons perspective, but also the self-interest perspective, because it does have that parallel. It's not only important, but it's also important because we haven't managed to solve those problems which had similar attributes. And water is something that people understand. You know, climate change is a bit abstract. Some people understand it really well. Some understand it a bit. Some just don't understand it. Water, every kid knows how important it is to have water. When you're playing football and you're thirsty, you need water. So there's also something about really getting citizen engagement around this and really in some ways experimenting with this notion of the common good. Can we actually deliver this time in ways that we have failed miserably other times? And hopefully we won't keep failing on the other things, but anyway.
We have had many, many businesses tell us that they didn't realize a lot about their water consumption until they were made to think about saving water over the last 3 weeks. So they're already incorporating new ways to limit their water usage once things here are restored to normal. They know they can be better water stewards, not just now, but well into the future as well.
Not just now, but well into the future as well.
I'm counting on all of us to use these examples and to lead by example, to keep saving water while we get through the filling, flushing, testing, and stabilizing stages of returning us to regular water usage. I know you can do this. We can do this together. Be a good Canadian.
Be a good Canadian.
Right? But under communitarianism, the individual's rights are balanced with the rights of the community. Now, there are no rights of the community, and the community itself is not delineated. You know, what is the community? If you dissent, I guarantee you, you are not the community. The community is whatever those who are in control define it as long as it is in support of those plans. So I'm going to give you an example. It's all for the common good. This is what you'll hear. It's all for the common good. So here's a way to think about this. A clear glass of water. A glass of water. This is your individual rights. Okay? Your individual rights. Clear glass of water. Put it down here. Now we're going to take a glass of milk. This is a communitarian state. Communitarian rights. Nazi Germany. Soviet Russia. Maoist China. This is the all for the common good. Okay? We're going to put that down. Now we're going to balance those rights. We're going to take a clear glass pitcher. We're going to take your individual rights and the rights of the community. We're going to balance them. We're going to pour them together. What do you have? You've got milk. You have subsumed your individual rights into the rights of the community. Undelineated, can change at any time. So, United Nations Agenda 21 is dependent on the Hegelian dialectic, and that says that a crisis is posed and a solution, a crisis comes up, and here's the solution, okay? The balance between these becomes the new normal. Now that's something that you may never have agreed to, that new normal, if it were not for that crisis, okay? This is a new normal that is pressured. The acceptance of it is pressured because you have this crisis.
Fortunately, I'm able to give you good news that we have reached another important milestone in restoring our water system. Early this morning, we were able to confirm that we used 492 million liters of water yesterday, which is 18% less water than we would typically use at this time of year. This is part of the reason that we are confident that enough water supply exists to move from stage 4 restrictions down to stage 3 restrictions.
Water. Every kid knows how important it is to have water. When you're playing football and you're thirsty, you need water. So there's also something about really getting citizen engagement around this and really, in some ways, experimenting with this notion of the common good. Can we actually deliver this time in ways that we have failed miserably other times?
No way, punk!